Just what we need here in the real estate business. We need to find us a whole bunch of new rules that we need to change. 2024 was full of rule changes. We're starting to see that already for 2025, including those that start January 1st. Wanted to talk a little bit about that today. Welcome to today's morning meeting. I'm Greg Luther, the one guy that meets with you every single week to help you in growing your business. As long as you're following this page, you're getting training every single week to get your business going in the right direction. Well, as January 1st rolls around, we've got some new rules in place. I think they're pretty good, but it is going to mess up real estate agents a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about that. Many of you know, obviously, there's all kinds of spammers and scammers out there these days, and it's gotten way out of hand. And over the past 2 years, they've tried to get a little more security when it comes to cybersecurity and getting all the fake emails that you get, and the King of Nigeria is giving you $7 million and all of that stuff. They're trying to crack down on that. Well, in mid-2024, they started changing things so that if you're using a CRM, no matter what company you're with or what business you're in, if you use a basic CRM that sends emails. So if you have one with your brokerage, you've got your own, you've purchased your own, if you're sending bulk emails, meaning more than one email, you can't use free email anymore. So if you have a Gmail account or a Hotmail or a SBC Global or anything like that, your emails aren't being delivered. It has nothing to do with the ability to get them out. It has to do with them being delivered. So they're not being received by a lot of your customers. And if you are doing a lot of marketing, following up with your past clients, your unconverted leads, that type of thing, you've certainly seen that you went from a 40 to 50% open rate right down to 12%. Many people are getting under 10% open rates. And the reason for that is they're using a free email. You cannot use a free email. First of all, you don't look very professional doing that. I just did a coaching call on this last Thursday for our Inner Circle coaching members. If you missed that, just log on to gregluthercoaching.com. You can watch it on there with your password. But we talked a lot about this because, frankly, you don't really look like a professional if you're using a free email anyway. Maybe it doesn't bother you, but it certainly bothers the public. If I were calling my attorney and he said, contact me at jacobsonlaw@gmail.com, I'd be like, don't you guys have a company website or something like at Gmail? You know, if I were getting with my doctor and it was, Dr. Johnson at yahoo.com, is this guy operating out of his house? Like, this doesn't seem like a real valid business. So that's a problem to begin with. But now they're getting rid of it because it's way too easy for somebody from Zimbabwe to set up a Gmail account, act like they're from Facebook or they're from, some company that you're working with and say you need to change your password here. That's how they get your password and they hack all of your stuff. They're doing that because there's no way to track that free stuff. So what the cybersecurity folks are trying to do is get rid of all free emails. It's way too easy to do that. Imagine you could set up a free phone number and just start calling people. Well, if there's no way to track where that phone number went to, then there's no legal consequences. There's no way they can legally go after that person. So that's essentially what they're doing. Well, January 1st, those rules change again. And those rules are going to be that Facebook is no longer allowing you to advertise if you're using a free email account. Now, they're supposed to give a little leniency there for 30 days to keep giving you a warning or something, but let's get it out of the way now. You're not going to be able to use free email. So kind of bringing this into real estate agents, of the thousands of folks that I work with, it is shocking to me how many agents are using a free email account. Your emails aren't being delivered. Your conversion sucks. You're not doing real well on getting any type of turning a monologue into a dialogue where they're just replying to you and you're getting a meaningful conversation going. Why wouldn't you change that? You can go to GoDaddy or go to any company that you can buy a domain name and buy the thing for like $8 a year. Why wouldn't you do that? As a matter of fact, Google has a paid version where you're not using Gmail anymore and you can register your own domain name. Why wouldn't you do that? That's Basics 101. That should be done before you order business cards as a new real estate agent. You should own a domain name. I've got gregluther.com or gregluthercoaching.com. You could get your own name. It doesn't have to say real estate. It doesn't have to have your brokerage. You're not doing anything by saying, I sell houses fast at yahoo.com. I don't know, that looks corny. And more importantly, it's not being delivered, and now you're not going to be able to advertise. So it's going away. You have to make those changes. I just did a whole training on it the other day. And again, you can go in and kind of watch that. But I think the idea for absolutely everybody here is to get control of your email box, what's coming in, but also what's going out. That's a crucial factor as well. You have to have the right stuff going out. You have to have deliverability where the stuff does actually get delivered and received. If you send 5,000 emails from your database, all of the people you know, your past clients, your unconverted lead, if you send 5,000, I'm telling you now, using a free email, less than 500 even get received. And you've probably got a 5% click-through rate after that, which means 3 people saw your email, actually consumed your email. So this is a big, big problem for an awful lot of agents because I can see the emails they're using. And another problem is they're spread out between 2, 3, 4 different email accounts. Why in the world? Why don't you have 5 email, or why don't you have 5 phone numbers like you have 5 emails? What if you had 5 different phones and I got to answer this one and this one's different, and I forgot to check the voicemail on that one? Why are you doing that in email? Because you originally had an email to get rid of spam. Instead of unsubscribing, every damn one of them has an unsubscribe feature. Instead of unsubscribing from all those emails, you set up a whole new email account. Well, guess what? You had good stuff going to the old one. Now you're checking 2. Sometimes you opt in with this. Sometimes you opt in with that. You don't remember what your password was over on this one. You signed up for this website. Did I use this email or that email when I signed up? What are you doing? What if you fix that today? What if you just get one domain name, one email account? You go to the old one, start unsubscribing from everything. Many of you in our coaching program, I show you how to unsubscribe from 6 a day. All you got to do is unsubscribe from 6. If you go into your email today and you unsubscribe from 6 different emails, you will be shocked how much better your account is tomorrow. And then you do 6 again and you do 6 again. Before the weekend, you actually have control of your account again. And then what you do is you just forward that email to your regular one and you never have to look at it again. You have one account, you have complete focus, and you put an iron force field around what you're receiving. So this is about, keep in mind, this is incoming messages as well as your outgoing messages. Please do not assume that because you typed a message to someone, it got delivered. This is especially true if you're using a CRM or a mail delivery service. If you're using MailChimp, if you're using Infusionsoft, if you're using KV Core, if you're using any of these things, they are not being delivered at the rate in which they were, and that will continue going down. Why? Because they're thinking this is somebody sending out thousands of emails from a free email account, probably spam. So they're getting blocked, they're getting blacklisted, you're not able to get through. Even if you're trying to get through, you're not able to do that anymore. If your client wants to receive it and you want to send it, it doesn't get received. Best case, it's going to the spam box or the promotions folder. In most cases, it's not being delivered at all. Look at your open rates since June of this year, of 2024. They're going down consistently, and that's going to be completely gone very, very soon here.